doing today, sir?
I'm good. Nice to be here with Complex.
Yeah, and Collider. Come on,
Collider.
now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're keeping the name?
No, dude, we're not losing
Complex.
Yeah. Well, we're now paired up, if you will. We're now brother and sister, or sister brother.
Nice. Brother sister.
So I want to jump in right off the bat and say how much I have dug season 2 of your show.
Thanks.
I binged it, and it is really effing good.
Thanks, man.
What has it been like? What has this season been like for you? Because it does seem like there's a energy to the show that now exists, that it just feels really good.
It's a really good question. I felt by the time we did the crossover with Winter Soldier last season, they kind of took all the blinders off, all the reins off the horses, and let it really kind of be what it was, I think, always meant to be, which was, episodic and huge stuff happening like a comic book.
Sure.
And that's really how they came out of the gates this year. And it feels like a darker tone. We don't have so many icers as they had at the 8 o'clock hour. People
Right.
are getting capped at 9 o'clock. And also, we go from being a small team as part of this giant faceless organization called S.H.I.E.L.D. that keeps the secrets to the last remnants, underdogs being chased and hunted by everybody. It's just a more fun show. Then we're the underdogs.
Where are you? Because obviously you aired 10 episodes,
Yeah.
Agent Carter comes on, and you're still filming though.
So yes, everybody's like, what are you doing with your time off? And I just laugh because we didn't have time off. We had our normal kind of 12 days off for Christmas, and we've been going all along. We've just been banking episodes trying to let our wonderful visual effects team, Mark Kolpak and his amazing crew, catch back up, because by the time we got to the mid-season finale and the reveal of Sky as Quake, Inhuman stuff, these guys were working on those effects up until the moment it aired, and now they get to kind of get a little breathing room and try to catch up to some of the stuff that may be going on now that will only top that and lead us to the season finale and whatever things we might cross over with.
Where are you in terms of the shoot? Are you on episode 15?
I want to say that we read episode 17 today.
Oh, so you are very ahead of the curve.
A little bit.
Right.
It'll go like this as soon as we start airing them again, but yeah.
100%. Are you doing 20 episodes or 22?
22.
So you have 12 to still air.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was always 10, Agent Carter 8, then us 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
What has it been like? Because I think that, everyone talks about, I don't think people understand the challenges of making a TV show, doing an 8-day shoot, making basically like a 45-minute movie in a span of no time at all. What is the one thing that you would say, the challenges of making a show like this?
It's funny, you say that when we're here at the Visual Effects Awards. I just don't think it's possible without that. I mean, not just in terms of the big visual effects sequences and the fights. There's ways that they enhance locations, the flights, the aircraft that we deal with, that just make this Marvel world. I mean, literally every couple of months it seems like things have stepped up a notch. The technology is changing so quickly. To have the Marvel world work on television, it's a lot about the visual effects. It's also about having, last year was introducing 5 new characters to the Marvel Universe. That just doesn't happen. One of the fun things about coming back this year is people are going, oh my God, how's Fitz? Is he okay? I'm so worried. The people from last year, people were really, looking to develop those characters. I also think the writers have done an amazing job with developing those characters, specifying who Sky is versus Simmons, but then also bringing in new people. Adrienne Palicki as Mockingbird, Kyle MacLachlan as Sky's dad, Calvin Zabo, Mr. Hyde. They're just a really great ensemble around us. Some very cool new people that I might be interacting with now, like, for example, Edward James Olmos.
Right.
Come on, Adama. I'm geeking out on that on a daily basis. Raph, the guy from Blade Runner. It's very fun where I work.
Obviously, everyone, I'm wondering myself, is how is the show performing internationally? Because I think a lot of people don't realize the importance of the global ratings. And I mean, because I want a season 3. I want to see where the show keeps on going. Have you sort of talked to people about where it could go and stuff like that? I
don't pay that much attention, what's been really nice for us is the show debuted in a very bright, hot light and took a minute to find its feet, and the swell of support behind the show this season has been really nice. We can feel that where we work. The numbers have gotten better and better and better domestically. You know, we went from last season, people who run networks saying that the Live plus 7 DVR stuff doesn't matter to, it now matters a huge amount, and everyone knows it.
Right.
But there's also elements to the giant story that Marvel's telling across all these platforms, and also internationally.
Sure.
You know, the amount of kind of interwebs feedback we get from around the globe is startling.
I definitely want to talk about Inhumans, though. When did you find out that this was going to be a plot device on the show?
I had a few suspicions. I mean, I certainly was hoping. The thing about Inhumans, I know who the humans are with Adelan. I don't know if that's how they're going to do them. I was very excited when I saw that movie get announced.
Yeah.
There are people who evolve differently, and some people think that's okay and a blessing for our species. And there are those who think they need to be put down. It feels very topical to me.
I would agree.
It's not something that was a topic that was necessarily available to us, and now it seems to be.
Obviously, fans all want to know, will you be making a return appearance in the Marvel Universe movies? Can you tease that? Is it something that we might be surprised with?
I would. I don't know. I mean, the one thing that I certainly, because I feel so connected to Coulson's desires, I want so much to explain why this duplicity has happened about my death, but that's one of those things they won't tell me until I'm meant to get on a plane that night to Czechoslovakia.
Totally.
I'd be surprised if Marvel didn't take advantage of that stuff. I think it feels like the goal is to have it be a little bit more porous in the future between what's going on, whether it's Daredevil, or I can't wait for Iron Fist or Jessica Jones. For those things, you know, especially I think with what's going on in Netflix, to have those things cross over with the movies, that's the exciting thing. And I think the guys at Marvel, who I'm friends with, they're excited by that stuff too.
It has literally never been a better time to be a fan of comic book stuff.
I couldn't agree more. I love what we're doing. I love watching some of the other shows that are going on.
Yeah, there's tremendous work being done. I want to ask you about directing. You recently, your film came out, and I want to know if you're going to be getting in the director's chair again, or is the hiatus now something that you relish?
I mean, I relish a hiatus. I got to say, one of the nice things about having Henry Simmons, Adrienne Palicki, Nick Blood, a little bit bigger team, to have Coulson head of S.H.I.E.L.D. and running a bunch of different squads, it just made my workload survivable. So I'm actually really hoping to get some projects going during this coming hiatus. As you said, I was out kind of releasing Trust Me last year. There's something new I'm writing.
Does it have a title?
It doesn't yet. No,
it's easier to write it down in the intro when it has a title.
I know, it really is. But it's not there yet. And, I'll either be writing that or making something over the hiatus. I'll probably sleep a little.
I was going to say, though, obviously Comic-Con is this summer, and all the network, I mean...
What cities are going to be in?
This summer, I think it'll be San Diego. I'm pretty sure but who knows about the future. How much, obviously, Comic-Con now is even more involved with TV than movies. It seems like all the TV shows are coming down there now. Yeah. It's in Hall H. What is the best thing for you about being at Comic-Con and being such a character that people love?
You know, I went there a couple of times before, just, plugging movies. Another movie I directed called Choke, and I was down there getting all my old comics and walking around, and I think I might have kind of snuck in the back and watched a few minutes of the Iron Man panel, because they didn't need, that guy named Agent on the panel. And now when I go there, I mean, I don't know, every nerd should have the experience that I have as a nerd going down to Comic-Con.
Do you pay for drinks?
No, that doesn't happen.
Right.
No, there's plenty of nice pals who kind of, I usually can get someone who's dressed like me to buy me a drink.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
You have to go inside, and I'm going to say I'm really looking forward to what you're writing, and I'm so happy for the season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Thanks. Always a pleasure.